Hello everyone, welcome to the second video in the series how we are gonna crush the year 2022. Today I want to give you the tools and the means to set your goals for the year 2022 to enable the life that you have always dreamed of. At the moment your life might look a bit differently. You might find yourself going to uni every single day without actually knowing what you're doing all of that for, or you might be stuck in a 9 to 5 and have no clear goals of what you want to do in the long term other than getting that rise, earning more money, being able to afford that watch, to afford that car, or to buy that house, but nothing that really excites you, right? Like, this is what we want to achieve. We want to be able to live an exciting life, almost as if we were the protagonist in our own movie. So something where we go to bed in the evening and we already can't wait to get up the next day. For myself, I was in the same position, sometimes still am in the same position, where I'm stuck in repetitions. Like, I find myself in the evenings scrolling through Instagram, watching YouTube, just to lock my phone and see, oh, 2 hours have passed. I'm way beyond the time I actually wanted to go to bed. I had plans for the next day, but I keep on snoozing through the first 3 alarms in the morning, making me run to my busy day job, being busy in meetings, coming back home, being completely exhausted, and finding myself on my bed with the phone in my hand again. And this is not something that really propels you towards that exciting life that you see while you're watching YouTube videos. So I was lucky enough that I was almost obsessed by self-help books and watching self-improvement videos, and luckily came across this one book called Insane Success for Lazy People, so something that I definitely resonated with. And this book gave me a lot. It gave me the tools in order to be more efficient in setting my goals, in order to understand what I have to do on a day-to-day basis to work towards my dream life and the version of myself that I want to become and that excites me. So the first thing I want to share with you are the 3 keys to an exciting life. And the first one is, you want to be living your life as an adventure story. You want to be creating memories along the line that you can happily look back to at the end of your life and just share with all of the relatives, all the people around you. Something that truly shows you you've been living your life as if you were that protagonist in your own movie. Second one is, you want to be able to improve every single day. So you won't be able to take this massive leap between your life now and this adventurous life that you're dreaming of within one single day. But what you can do and what you have to do is you have to build momentum every single day. So you want to be able to improve incrementally and then be your own best competitor. So at the end of the day, just look back at yourself the day before and be like, yes, I've achieved more than the person, than in my case the Yannik has done yesterday. So keep on improving every single day. And the third one is exploration. I mean, you know the shit that you're doing at the moment all too well. Your brain needs a new impulse to create new connections. So you want to be doing what you've never done before. You want to be able to step out of your comfort zone to show your brain there is more, to make your brain give you new ideas and new energy in order to work towards that dream life. Always remember, you're the only one responsible for your life, right? You can and you will achieve anything. And I want you to ask yourself, when was the last time that you set yourself a goal and you actually nailed it? Like, wasn't that just incredible? That's exactly where you want to be in your life. So I want you to promise yourself now, you'll do anything to make your dreams come true in the year 2022. And I'm gonna now give you the tools of how to exactly formulate the goals that you want to pursue, and in the following steps also show you which specific, or how to find the specific tasks that you want to spend your time on every single day in order to reach those goals, which seem very far away at the moment. So according to Insane Success for Lazy People, and according to other sources, there are 4 key areas of your life where you want to be fulfilled, where you want to be happy, where you want to be satisfied, in order to look back to your life one day and say, I fucking nailed it. So the first one is body and health. Second one, career and business. Family and social. and personal development. Those are the areas where you want to write down your goals, but I don't want you to just write down goals for each of those areas. I want you to write them down as if you were living a life where you knew you could not fail. So to make this a bit easier, just imagine how you would live your life with $1 billion in your bank. So absolutely no limits in terms of finance, no restrictions. You can buy anything, you can get anything. Or think, if you were guaranteed success, what would you do? If you were facing a genie, would be asking you, it's like, what do you want? What do you want to have? I'm going to make one wish come true, and you know you cannot fail. And the third impulse, the third inspiration is, remember moments where you truly felt alive, where you felt happy, and how you can have more of those. So for example, when you were landing that one job, when you went on holidays, when you had an amazing time with your friends, it's like, what were the defining bits and pieces, the defining features that made this moment special for you? And try to pin them down and to understand them and to make them part of your goals, because that's exactly what makes you tick. It's like your goals are looking different compared to mine and compared to the ones, like to your neighbor's goals or your colleagues' goals. So really be sure to make them as personal as possible, because only then you will create like a deep emotional connection with your goals. Another thing to help you find more meaningful goals, or like better goals for you, instead of just let me buy that one watch or that house or that car, is I want you to write down 100 goals in total, like a big number. And why 100? Because you really have to think about what you want in life. So the first 20 or 30 goals might come pretty easy to you, but then after you've passed those 20 or 30, it's getting incrementally harder to think about goals. So you really have to sit down. It becomes an exercise of you researching, deeply thinking about it, thinking about what have other people done, where I was like, that sounds fucking incredible. I should probably try and do this, and just write it down. So try to get to a list of 100, but if you cannot do this, don't worry. But what I want you to do is I want you to at least write down 10 goals per area, and just drop me the biggest goal that you could think of in the comments below. Let's create some accountability among everyone watching this video. Let's make sure to like the goals of others, and I really want to see what's making you tick. Like, what are you looking forward to? And just to give you some inspiration, those are not necessarily my goals, those are just goals that are pretty straightforward and serve as a good example to make you think of goals in all of those 4 categories that we're looking at the moment. So for body and health, your goals might look like gain 10 kilograms in muscle because you want to get into better shape, become more healthy. Or another goal could be you want to spend a month on the yard because you know that's exactly what you need to in order to become more mindful, or just to make you happy, because come on, it sounds pretty incredible to travel the 7 seas on a yacht. For Korean business, you might want to help 1 million people with your business, reach more people, create more impact, support people, lifting them up. Or you just say, I want to be able to make 10K a month as a day trader, because you know that's exactly the sum of money that you need in order to purchase whatever you want to, or in order to afford the lifestyle that you know is going to make you happy. For family and social life, you might want to take the family on a 7-day trip. Mom might have dreamed of going on vacation on the Philippines for a week. Just invite her over, travel there, spend an amazing time with the family, and tick that one goal off the box. Another goal which is absolutely amazing, which I really love in this list, is to fulfill a life goal of another person. It's not only gonna incredibly help and make one person incredibly grateful for what you've done for them, but it's also gonna give you a lot. I mean, giving is one of the greatest feelings that we can experience. And in this case, this goal includes so many other skills as well, like social skills. You want to engage with people on a deeper level than you have before. You want to understand what they want to achieve in their lives, and you can actively contribute to that. It doesn't always have to be a goal around buy me item XYZ. It can be just it can be a connection in your network. It can be something you're giving this other person access to they never had access to before. Like, just figure it out, talk to people, understand what's making them tick, and try to contribute to it. It's gonna pay back tenfold. The last category, personal development. You could have always dreamed of flying your own airplane or to DJ in front of 100 people. Just write them down on your list under the personal development heading and go for it. Now the question is, how do you know which goals to pick first? Because if you're looking at this entire list, it can be pretty daunting if you have 100 goals in front of you and you don't really know where to start or where's a good point to start. So let's apply the 80-20 principle, something I'm gonna deep dive into in one of the following videos. To make sure you're not missing it, subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate that. But let's just start by circling the 20% of goals in your entire list that you can start doing the next couple of months. Something where you know you have almost everything, at least to get started. Just circle them and have this one condensed list of 20% of your overall goals. Now, pick the one that excites you the most by far and start working on it tomorrow. But okay, so you've got this massive goal now. I tell you to start working on it tomorrow, and you might again ask me, is like, how the hell am I supposed to do that? And that's exactly where we're going to be breaking down this massive goal into manageable chunks. So if you have this massive vision that you want to come true in a couple of years' time, you want to know, where do I want to be in a year's time? That's moving me closer towards achieving that goal. Where am I going to be in a month's time? And what specific action do I have to take tomorrow? Probably the most important day for this on this entire journey is going to be tomorrow, when you're actually going to be starting to take massive action towards that goal. So an example for like the gaining 10 kilograms in muscle might already be your 1 year target. I mean, this is something very achievable if you're really on it and if you take it really seriously. So in a month's time, you say, if you're not having fitness or the gym as part of your daily routine, you say you want to be working out effectively 3 days a week. And they're saying effectively means you know which workouts you have to finish in order to build muscle, you know what to eat, you just have the gym as part of your daily routine, so you don't have to think about it anymore. It almost automatically is going to carry you to this 1 year target. For day one, you might want to say, you want to research a workout plan, the next day you want to hit the gym, then you want to consult a personal trainer just to get a professional's opinion on your workout plan, and you want to make a meal plan because you understand that nutrition is such a massive part of actually getting in shape and just improving your overall health. When it comes to flying your own airplane, this might not be something to achieve in a year, but maybe in a year's time you say you want to have spent 100 hours flying with an instructor, for example. Then in a month's time you probably finished your theoretical lessons, or at least you've done a big chunk of it, and on day one you just want to find flight schools next to you. You want to be able to meet instructors, just have a chat with them, and then sign up for the flight course if this is something that you really want to do. And if the instructors are people where you think they are actually the right ones to get me to my target. So, as I said before, the most important thing is that you act now, because it really matters too much. Like, why should you wait until the 1st of January 2022 if you could already have like a head start over everyone else, and if you could start into the new year and you're already on track, you already know what to do? Because probably you're familiar with the concept or with the law of inertia, which says an object at rest stays at rest and an object in motion stays in motion. At the moment, you're most likely this object at rest, just as I was. You're scrolling through Instagram, you have zero velocity towards your goal, so you need a very strong force in order to get this object moving, right? In order to just take the first steps. But then you also know, once you've taken the first step and you see that you can actually succeed and that you're ticking items off your to-do list, you keep on going. It's like you're getting in motion, you're building momentum, and you're just improving. You're getting better every day. Remember, the only person that we're comparing ourselves against is ourselves the day before. So if you can look back in the evening to yourself and say, wow, I've actually taken this step forward. I'm feeling good about it. I know what I'm doing. I have a reason to get up again instead of just like earning more money. Then this is something to be very proud of. And when actually doing those tasks, there is another thing I want to deliver to you, which is going to be extremely helpful, which is Parkinson's law. So Cyril Parkinson said, it is a commonplace observation that work expands so as to fill the time available for its completion. What does it mean? So you probably still remember the situation in school where your assignment was due in 6 weeks and you knew exactly that you are going to submit this assignment exactly the day before the submission deadline, right? Or think about shopping Christmas presents. I mean, you know exactly when Christmas is going to be, right? It's not changing that much every year. But you know exactly that you're still going to be waiting until the last week or the last 2 weeks to order those presents and to, again, get a heart attack when you see the Amazon delivery date is actually in the midst of January. So set yourself a timer for 60 minutes on your phone when you're about to start that task, and try to think of those 60 minutes as a hard deadline. So you want to be able to finish in those 60 minutes because, as Parkinson said back then, it's like a task is always going to last exactly as much time as you're giving yourself for the completion of the task. So set yourself a timer for 60 minutes and see where you're going to be after those 60 minutes. And with those two laws in mind, with the law of inertia and Parkinson's law, I want you to go and crush it in the year 2022. So remember your exercise. You're going to define goals in your 4 key areas, at least 10 per area. I want you to find the one goal that excites you the most, define a monthly target, set a specific task for tomorrow, and then take massive action and go and work towards that exciting life that we were talking about in the beginning. Hit the like button if you like this. If you want more content, if you want to follow me on my December journey of like 1 video every day, that's gonna help you to live towards like a more exciting life and your dream life, make sure to subscribe. If you want me to dive deeper into any area that you're interested in, or if you have any questions, just leave me a comment below. I'm gonna read them all. I'm going to answer them all, and I'm going to make sure that if you have any specific topics I want to talk about, or what you want me to talk about, that I'm going to make a video. Also, if you're generally struggling with your focus and you feel yourself drifting away from what you actually want to do multiple times a day, or you feel like you're a passenger in your own vehicle and someone else is steering it, or your life is almost like it's on autopilot, then check out the last video, the one that I've posted yesterday. I'm gonna put the link into the description and just check it out. I'm pretty sure it's gonna provide massive value for you. So thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it. See you tomorrow for another video, and have a good one.